How's it going, everybody? So 500 is Antichrist in Strong's Concordance, as all the numbers are written in Strong's Concordance or numbered, excuse me. Antichristos, as we've told you before, is G500, which is the opposite of the technology name. And, your cell phones. And don't forget cell phones. Superman changed in a phone booth. That's because the mark of the beast is through the airways, through the technology. Remember, Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Through the air, they will enter all goats during the abomination of desolation when they worship the image of the beast, which would probably be a very quick formality and so forth, done with cell phone or whatever. Um, Tomorrow's a very high watch day, as Mr. Big did ride the beast, as his limo was called, around the racetrack at the Daytona 500. And that was 5 years ago to the day of the Daytona 500 on 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6, which was James Bond's car tag, all up right up until No Time to Die, when it turned into 4269. Tomorrow's a very high watch day. Very high watch day. You would rise again on the third day or on 218. Remember, 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6. Always coded as they use the Alabama helmet of 18 on ESPN because they represent Ghost in the Machine University. Their big fraternity there is called The Machine at Alabama. All their big college football teams represent different aspects of Mystery Babylon. We know that University of Florida's Devil's Advocate University, as they came and got the Devil's Advocate, Keanu Reeves' character, out of Gainesville, Florida at the beginning of the movie, as they said, "Go Gators," and did shots. He was an Alachua County lawyer, of all the places on earth. So they all represent, I can get into many of them, but so tomorrow's a very high watch day. ESPN, their college football guy, was always doing their little episode of Sunday Bloody Sunday, which was a U2 song who did sing at the Super Bowl halftime after 9/11. ESPN Sunday Bloody Sunday. And his name's Matt Berry. The Matt Berry Show. He would always open up with Sunday Bloody Sunday, like having a Bloody Mary while he was doing his broadcast. So you have to be very, I don't know, just tomorrow's a very high watch day is all I would, or today, because it's now after midnight. It's 12:20. It's 12:30 now. So today is officially Sunday, when the Daytona 500 would run. So just beware. It did rain out that day in 2020. It's supposed to rain tomorrow also. And they finished the race on 217 in 2020. Trump rode the beast, 2020 Daytona 500. And there's the YouTube version on February 16th, which was the day after. There it is, February 16th. Trump takes lap around Daytona 500 presidential limo, the beast. And who is the beast? The beast is Satan. He will enter the body of the Antichrist, but it's Satan. As God was made man, Satan becomes man. Heisman Trophy. Heisman is spelled he is man. Who is man? Satan is now man. Jaden Daniels wins Heisman Trophy.
According to Wikipedia, Daniels won the 2023 Heisman Trophy and other Player of the Year awards after setting the FBS single-season passer rating record with nearly 5,000 total yards gained, which lead the NCAA that season, with 40 passing and 10 rushing touchdowns.
So what day was that? Because that was 2023, December 2023 calendar. Yeah, he won it on the 9th. He won it on the 9th. And you get up here and look at this just real quick, because that's actually a pretty big cipher. All right, anyway, enough foolishness. Let's get on with tonight's Bible study, 1 Corinthians 9 and Revelation 15 we're in. We'll read all of Revelation 15 tonight. It's a very short chapter. And I should also put it in the New Living. To help us read through it. What soldier has to pay his own expenses? What farmer plants a vineyard and doesn't have the right to eat some of the fruit? What shepherd cares for a flock of sheep and isn't allowed to drink some of the milk? Am I expressing merely a human opinion, or does the law say the same thing? For the law of Moses, you must not muzzle an ox to keep it from eating as it treads out the grain. Was God thinking only about oxen when he said this? Wasn't he actually speaking to us? Yes, as it was written, so that one who plows and the one who threshes the grain might both expect to share in the harvest. Since we have planted spiritual seed among you, aren't we entitled to harvest a physical food and drink? If you support others who preach to you, shouldn't we have a greater right to be supported? But we have never used this right. We would rather put up with anything than be an obstacle to the good news about Christ. Let's read through this in the King James. Or at least pick up at verse 10. Or saith he altogether for our sakes. No doubt this is written, that he that ploweth should plow in hope. Your hope is your salvation. And he that thresheth in hope should be partaker of his hope. Hope is salvation. If we have sown unto you spiritual things, it is a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things. If others be partaker of this power over you, are not we rather? Nevertheless, have we not used this power, but suffer all things lest should hinder the gospel of Christ? So do ye not know that they which minister about holy things live of the life, holy things live of the things of the temple, and they that wait at the altar are partakers with the altar. Even so hath God ordained that they which preach the gospel should live of the gospel. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that I should be done unto me. For it is better for me to die than that any man should make my glorying void. It's a very complex In the same way, the Lord ordered those who preach the good news should be supported by those who benefit from it. Yet I have never used any of these rights. I mean, I'm the only person telling the truth that I can find anywhere in the Ethernet. Jim Brown at Grace and Truth Ministries does teach pagan holidays and no free will, but he does not understand hell. He does not understand the end times, Daniel or Revelation, or the land over there in these times at all. Do I get 10% of your pay? No. Do I get any of your pay? No. The Lord has supplied me just fine. I think overall what he's talking about is if we come into your area, or if anybody's preaching the good news comes into your area, if they feed you dinner or something, that's great. It's very ambiguous, but today the wolves in sheep's clothing will use it so you can buy them a Cadillac or whatever they drive as they sip on their coffee and lie to you right through your teeth, right through their teeth. Revelation 15, and I saw another sign from heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled the wrath of God. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name. Again, overall, it's Satan. Stand in the sea of glass, having the harps of God, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty, and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy. For all the nations shall come and worship before thee. For thy judgments are made manifest. And after that I looked, and behold, and the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was open. And the 7 angels came out of the temple, having the 7 plagues, clothed in pure and white linen, having their breasts girded with golden girdles. And one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels golden vials, full of the wrath of God, who liveth forever and ever. And the temple was filled with the smoke of the glory of God. And from his power no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. All right, I'm glad you're here. I love you very much. Ask questions anytime. That's what I'm here for.